Hello again, everyone. I'm reviewing a cigar that is not new. There's a new formula. This is the Perdomo Squared Limited Edition 2008 Natural. And I've had several of these cigars, and I've enjoyed them in the past. I want to make sure that this lives up to my billing, so it should be a good cigar. Interesting point about this cigar, it's listed as a natural, but it's actually a Nicaraguan Cameroon, which is very unusual. So let's get to this Torpedo version of the Perdomo Squared Natural Limited Edition 2008. This cigar is not new. Perdomo had it out several years ago, and Nick Perdomo decided to bring it back and tweak the formula. So it is in most shops. I've seen them all around town, so you can find this cigar easily. Also comes in a Maduro version. Let's take off just the tip end of the pointed torpedo. There we go. Great draw, effortless. And you can see it's slightly square pressed. Very sweet, right from the start. A lot of nice pepper, some almonds there. So let's let it sit, and we'll be right back. All right, here just getting into it about 1/4 of an inch. Cigar has a nice, sweet, orange-like citrus with a little bit of almond thrown in back into the spice. Very nice pepper. It is reminiscent of a Cameroon wrapper. You can taste that sweetness. The finish at this early point is rather sweet, fairly long, and more of a vanilla finish with a little bit of roasted almond mixed in. So it's a nice finish. The sweetness is very nice. That's what's so appealing about this cigar. It's a nice light citrus. It's very sweet, not overly rich, but very good. So there, with just maybe a 1/2 inch into it, we'll come back with another update in a moment. Well, as you can see, I'm only another 1/4 inch in, but the cigar has already developed that rich orange notes. The orange citrus is extremely rich right here. That's what I love about this cigar. Another interesting note, the little 2 on the Perdomo label there, the way you pronounce this cigar is Perdomo Squared, and of course that comes from the fact that it's square pressed. It's not a really sharp, hard square press, but it is box pressed somewhat. There's a really nice amount of pepper in this cigar too. Finish hasn't changed much. It's still a little bit of vanilla and lightly roasted almond, but that spice is really, really nice. If you like Perdomo, if you like rich citrus, this is a very good cigar. Almost candy-like. Very nice. All right. Wanted to point that out, but I'll be back shortly with another update or when something else changes. one thing about Cameroon cigars, normally they have the ones I've had in the past, they have a sweet flavor of more like caramel. This cigar is more along the lines of orange citrus, very much along those lines, and I don't really taste a lot of the caramel, but then the name Nicaraguan Cameroon throws me a little bit because normally Cameroon is out of Africa, but this is extremely rich, sweet cigar. As you can see, the burn has been very even. Nice ash. I'll show that to you close. Salt, mostly salt, a little pepper mixed in, ash. Very light colored ash. But the cigar at this point still remains one of very rich orange citrus with a little almond on the end. That's lessened somewhat at this point, with about 1.5 inches in, but it's still just extremely rich. So anyway, I thought I would bring that up about the Cameroon and how this compares to a normal Cameroon. I don't really see that it's the same, but it's a very good wrapper. So with that, I'll say we'll be back. Alright, right, just about the midpoint, and there might be some light vanilla notes in with that orange citrus. Still very rich. I'm very impressed with the richness of this cigar, and I like the balance of the pepper. It's not over the top, but it's right there where it needs to be. The finish is getting a little richer. That's the one good note to bring up. It's more of a vanilla and orange mix, which is very nice. And there's some lingering pepper now on the finish, so the cigar continues to get better, in my opinion. So it's almost from the very start. It was just a rich orange citrus with a little. There's still that little bit of a little bit of almond on the back end of the spice. Previous segment I said it's going away. It's back. It really didn't go away. It sort of hid, but it's back now, and it really balances everything out real nice. Still very rich. There is that little bit of vanilla there, and the almond on the very rear end of the spice. So there at the midpoint, there you have it. We'll be back at some point with another update. Alright, just about one more update after this one. I wanted to point out that the cigar is medium bodied. Haven't pointed that out up to this point. And the cigar feels a little soft at this point. I don't know why, but definitely has not affected the richness. It's still very rich, very good, flavorful cigar. Flavors are still the same, right on target. So I'll be back to wrap it up here in just a few minutes. Alright, down at the very final stages, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm simply going to say this is a great cigar. The orange citrus and the light vanilla notes now, and the subtle almond, it's just really good. It's just so nice and rich. Pepper is very nice. The finish is still continue to be that rich combination of orange and vanilla. Other than the cigar being a little salted from the midpoint on, I really can't say much bad about it. The flavor is great. All in all, this is a 93. I'm scoring this cigar a 93, and I absolutely love it. So you can find these at your shops everywhere. They're online, but you can find them locally. Try one. I think you'll like it. The Perdomo limited edition, Perdomo Squared, excuse me, limited edition 2008, natural, Cameroon, 93.